He does say.
Oh, here is the key to the off, right. I don't think that this is, we don't use this.
I just put it there.
On our grand openings, you'll read the letter.
What's your guys' performance today?
Well,
and be seated and be quiet. So, this is the 21st annual dinner of the Real Estate Institute, formerly Monmouth University, now Kids Like Real Estate Institute. Those of you that are history buffs and sports buffs will remember that 1994 was also the last time the Rangers made it to the Stanley Cup. And so, in that spirit, we want to make sure we're done with the program so that those of you can look on your devices and see how the game is going. So I beg your indulgence for a few minutes to give the respect to our honorees that they deserve and that you're all here for. So first let me introduce and recognize to you the new guy in town, attending his first real estate dinner as the president of Monmouth University, Dr. Paul R. Brown. Dr. Brown. In the program, you can see the list of our honorary and planning committee members. They've been rolling up on the screen during the preliminaries. They're listed in the program. Let's give them a big thanks, because without this event does not happen. And we have a number of our students in attendance tonight. I hope you've already taken the time. I mentioned students, quiet, works. Take the time to meet them and thank them, and let them thank you for the wonderful support that you provide to enable this program to be the success that it is. We have a number of our real estate faculty members with us tonight. Tom Stackhouse from Investors Bank, John Junko from Giordano, Howard and Cecila, and a special thank you to a member of our faculty who is retiring from teaching finally after all these years. A truly great member of the real estate profession, one of the best lawyers I know. Please thank Peter Falvo. Peter, where are you? There he is over in the corner. I want to recognize a few of the students who are here tonight who have graduated from the program. First, our certificate student from Partner Engineering, Frank Romeo. Frank? There he is. Great student, by the way. And a couple of our undergraduates, Greg Ratner, Anthony Senna, and Jason Horowitz are here tonight. Thank you, guys. Congratulations. Now, I want to recognize several members of the Monmouth University Board of Trustees that are here tonight. Steve Pizicki, Al Chiavetti, and Alan Davis. These guys work very hard. We have a couple of past honorees of the Leadership Excellence Award. Again, Steve Pizicki, Mitch Hirsch, John Junko, and Ann Esterbrook. Congratulations and thanks again for your support. And speaking of Steve Pizicki, SJP, I hope you all noticed the new construction going on as you walked over. Thanks to his generosity, a new building, Pizicki Hall, which expands our business school and real estate institute, is underway, and will be completed in time for the fall of 2015 school year. Thank you, Steve, for that. And, by the way, there will be several naming opportunities for you presented coming up. Now, we all know how much work goes into organizing an event like this, so for all her great efforts through the years, and especially in the last few months, putting together this event, for all she does for the Real Estate Institute, and especially for our students. Please join me in thanking Teresa Lowy. And now it's my pleasure to call on Dr. Donald Molliver, the Dean of the Leon Hess Business School and the founder of the Kids Like Real Estate Institute. Don.
Thank you, Peter. In 2006, the Arthur Greenbaum Mark of Distinction Award was established in honor of our good friend and our first honoree of the Leadership Excellence Award, Arthur Greenbaum. Unfortunately, Arthur could not be here this evening. He's a little under the weather. but he promises to work hard to be here next year so we can celebrate his 90th birthday. Anyway, it was a real disappointment for Arthur. But the award that bears his name is periodically given to those individuals whose selfless contributions have enabled the Kislak Real Estate Institute to grow in size, stature, and reputation. This year, the Kislak Real Estate Institute is proud to present the Greenbaum Mark of Distinction Award to 3 individuals who've really made a mark over the years. I'd ask these 3 individuals to step forward. Ken Orchard. Ken, I've seen you. I know you're here. Ken, please come forward. Al Schiavetti, you kindly step forward. And our good friend Sina Stein. Sina, kindly step forward. Thank you all.
They were actually surprised. So now to the main events. The presentation of our Service to the Industry Award, followed by our Leadership Excellence Award. And it's a great pleasure to introduce one of the real icons. It doesn't mean old, no. Of New Jersey business. A true leader and visionary in so many fields. Recently retired as the chairman of the Newark Alliance. Before that, with DSE&G and Bell Atlantic, and just one of the great citizens of New Jersey. To introduce another great citizen. So please give a warm Monmouth welcome to Al Coppin.
Thank you, Peter. It's a great honor for me to speak about my dear friend, Karen Franzini. But before I do, I want to acknowledge her family members who are here with her tonight. Her husband, John, son, Sam, daughters, Anna and Sarah, and sister, Paula. Those of us who know Karen well know that her family is her heartbeat and her strength, and it's good to have you with us tonight. This event is one of a number in recent months that have recognized Karen's extraordinary accomplishments over the past few decades. And in some respects, it reminds me of the Derek Jeter victory tour we are witnessing with the Yankees as he nears retirement. But there's at least one clear difference. Jeter can't hit over 250 these days, and he is completely stationary at shortstop. Karen, on the other hand, as all of us know, is still hitting at league-leading levels, playing superb, error-free ball with many of you I know in this room, and is nowhere near retirement. I'm not going to catalog her extraordinary accomplishments tonight. We would be here until daybreak. But in actuality, I don't have to. Because Karen is one of those unusual people whose reputation as a professional and as a leader of this state is so well established that a litany of her successes simply isn't necessary. Think about it for a minute. Karen is in that very rare club where a first name immediately conjures up an image of Hall of Fame excellence. For me and my generation growing up, in baseball it was Willie. There was no need to add Mays. The Mick, no need to add Mantle. And in basketball, Oscar. No need to add Robertson. I must tell you though, in all honesty, when I first prepared these remarks, and I recognized Karen's affection for Philadelphia sports teams and athletes, I had included Rocky, no need to add Balboa on my list. But as we were leaving the house tonight, my Annie said to me, Al, I read your remarks, and I think I need to tell you something. Rocky Balboa isn't actually a real person. He is imaginary, a character in a movie. Like many of you, I know I was stunned. It was then that I realized that no really great athlete has come from Philadelphia. Sorry about that, Karen. But that notwithstanding, I think you get the picture. Our Karen, New Jersey's Karen with a C, is like those Hall of Fame athletes, one of a kind. She is one of a kind not only because she personifies the best of economic development thinking in our state for the last 25 years. She's one of a kind not only because she established, by example and a guiding hand, a culture of integrity and consistent high performance. I think someone else would like to speak tonight. If you would, let's try to get through this. She established by example and a guiding hand a culture of integrity and consistent high performance that endures to this day in her economic development authority. Make no mistake about it. She is one of a kind because she has done all those things and more with grace, humility, and with respect for her colleagues and subordinates. These qualities, grace, humility, and respect, are becoming more and more rarer in our leaders these days. And when we find men and women who embody them, those individuals should be treasured, which is exactly why we are honoring you tonight, my friend. Thank you, Karen, for permitting me to say these words.
Thank you, Al, for your beautiful words, despite your comments about the Philadelphia sports team. But more importantly, thank you for being a wonderful mentor, colleague, and friend. We all appreciate your tireless commitment to enhancing New Jersey's economy and your dedication to the continued revitalization of Newark. New Jersey is very fortunate to have your input, guidance, and leadership on numerous statewide initiatives. And I've learned so much working with you over the years, but more importantly, you always like to have fun. And I'm sure that it's your great sense of humor is the reason why Anne has stayed married to you all of these years. I want to thank the Kids Like Institute very much for this tremendous honor. And I especially want to recognize Peter, Teresa, Dean Oliver. Thank you for your leadership at the Institute, for continuing to enhance the way development occurs in the state of New Jersey, and for also offering tremendous education to the future leaders in the real estate industry. I want to congratulate Ron. I'm very honored to be on the stage with you. Your leadership in multifamily development across New Jersey and right here in West Palm Branch is It's absolutely wonderful. I'm a great admirer of your work, quality work in the state. And I'm also really pleased to follow in the footsteps of receiving this award that has previously been received by Dean Oliver and Ted Zangari, both who have committed to enhancing businesses and real estate development in this state. As you might have read in the program tonight, I'm receiving this award because of my work at the EDA. And that's why I'm being honored tonight, but it's not my award. It's really EDA's award. I had the privilege of working at EDA for 20 years, and I worked with some of the smartest, creative, and hardworking people that I know. And the EDA built a solid reputation in the state really for two important things. One is they listen to the customers. Now, I grew up in Atlantic City, New Jersey, and my parents had a clothing store. And my father would always say, find out what your customer wants and give it to them, right? That's what real estate developers do. You build what your customers want, find out what your customers want and give them to them. And that was our philosophy in EDA, is to listen to all of you. Now, as real estate developers, it's not quite that hard to listen to you because you're not shy. You let us know exactly what you want, you let us know what you don't like, and you let us know how to fix it to make it better. And I think because of all the input that you gave us is the reason why we have better programs today. We didn't do everything he wanted us to do, but in the end, we saw a lot of great development continue to happen across the state of New Jersey because we listened to you listened to us, and we got the deal done. The second thing is really the leadership of the EDA board and the staff at the EDA. And it's Al Coffey, who I was able to serve under, now serving as chair, that he has such a tremendously high standard of professionalism. His scholarship, his focus on fiscal integrity, and his drive for excellence inspired the whole EDA staff and the entire board of directors. Tim, Maureen, and Margie, who are here with us tonight, thank you for being here. But more important, thank you for staying at EDA and for making EDA even a better organization since I've left. Your leadership and your commitment to grow the organization, to tackle new challenges like Sandy, and responding to businesses in such an important time, to respond to businesses with the new economic development programs, is because of you and the team of people back in the office that really are deserving of this award tonight. And following the people that make this all work for me, as Al mentioned, is my family. I want to recognize them, my parents, Ruth and Mary Rayful. They live in Atlantic City and couldn't make the drive up here tonight. But they inspired my brother Neil, my sister Paula, and myself to every day enjoy life to the fullest, to strive to do our best, and to always give back to the community. My sister Paula is here tonight. She really should be the winner because she is a real estate developer herself, but she's here with me tonight because she's my best friend. And my three wonderful children, Anna, Sam, and Sarah. You always make me smile, and you are the three best reasons for having children. And finally, my understanding and loving husband. He supported me, my work, my long hours at the EDA, working at night and weekends, and is always by my side. And I'd like to leave you with the words of a tremendous poet, writer, and humanitarian who passed away yesterday, Maya Angelou. And her words, which were on the front page of the Star Ledger today, really moved me. It's quoted, "I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." Thank you to everyone here tonight for making me feel so very special.
I made a boo-boo. I forgot to introduce two of our trustees, Jim Vaccaro and Gina Piscatelli. Sorry about that. gifted business people in real estate. So, Gina, thanks. So, now we're on to our final honor. And it's a great privilege for me to introduce our presenter, Assemblyman John McKeon, 27th Legislative District. Been in the Assembly 13 years, I think, right? And also the former mayor of my wife's hometown, West Orange. So please welcome Assemblyman John McKeon.
Al and Karen, congratulations. What am I supposed to say now? Quoting Maya Angelou. It's an honor and privilege to be here with everybody today in such an amazing setting. I want to tell you the story, how Ron brought me to have this great honor of putting him before you today for the Leadership Award. Gave me a call, actually an email about 2 months ago. And he said, John, I really want to talk to you. It's important, but I need to see you personally. I thought maybe Betsy finally was going to throw you out of the house after 30 years. So I said, okay, Ron, let's get together. And boy, you do the baseball analogies. He came in and he was holding the invitation to tonight's event. And it was like me getting a Mickey Mantle signature or an 8-year-old getting a Derek Jeter signature. He was so excited. He said, can you believe who's been honored in the past? And I'm going to be one of them. And so I wanted to let you know how sincerely and that kind of innocence what this means to Ron today. I'm sure I'm more articulated, but I saw that firsthand. Now I said, Ron, with such a prestigious award, do you really want me to give it out to you? Why is that so fun? I said you could call Senator Gordon McGinnis. Ron was his campaign manager. He was the first Democrat to win in Morris County since Watergate. And Ron said, you know, tonight's my night, he'll be talking about education policy. And I said, well, how about Senator Menendez? They're friends. His nephew, Zach, works for Senator Menendez. He says, yeah, he'll mention Zach. I'm a Rutgers guy. Zach went to Brown, London School of Economics. Not Senator Menendez. And Rob Andrews. And if you didn't know, Ron was his, literally counsel to his gubernatorial campaign. If things went different, we might have been calling you General. And he said, yeah, but Rob, he's interesting. He's leading Congress. People are going to kind of want to, I don't want to steal the limelight. I mentioned Dick Cody. Dick is very fond of you and you of each other. He said, that Cody, he's going to, play coy. Maybe he's running for governor. Maybe he's not. He'll tell a joke. It'll be all about him. And then finally, another friend of his, I said, well, Cory Booker. And he said, John, Cory, he's young, he's dynamic, he's attractive, he's articulate. I think I'd rather have you. Thank you, Ron. I really appreciate that. Ron's real estate credentials, I think, are known to everyone. And what I love about his story is, quite frankly, like many of you, he wasn't necessarily born into it. And although he's a lovely and wonderful birth family, he earned things the old-fashioned way. And it was with his intelligence and with his drive. He graduated from Rutgers, as I said, went on to Rutgers Law School, and then did the right thing. He was interested in real estate, so he got himself a real estate license when he passed the bar. And he went to the prestigious firm of Hannick Weissman and really honed his skills as someone proficient in land use planning law. He went on to volunteer the Zoning Board of Adjustment, was the planning board attorney in Livingston, and then he thought, I want to be a bigger part of this. I want to be a part of a team that has a vision to build and to create. And I guess the rest is history. 12 years ago, he joined Avalon Bay and rose now to Senior Vice President, General Counsel, things like being named number 8 out of 50 of the top executives in real estate and New Jersey business, quoted every once in a while, and I smile when I see him in the Wall Street Journal, lectured at the Pennsylvania's prestigious Wharton School of Business, at the Cornell's Baker School of Real Estate. Just pretty amazing, Ron, what you've achieved. But beyond that, what I really respect about you, and we all do, is what you do beyond. Ron, as I mentioned, didn't necessarily have inroads into the real estate community, and he shared with me, a lot of people helped me along the way, but I never had a mentor. And so what he does is go out of his way to make certain that he, whether it's a high school, an economics club, a real estate club, colleges, you name it, Ron is there to talk to the students. All of us in business know what a pain in the neck it is to have to interview someone for real. Well, Ron gives his time to Rutgers to do mock interviews as he prepares students for the rigors of that process so they can find themselves a way to become gainfully employed. You know, an individual that is homeless, a young adult who is homeless and pregnant, and maybe he had some dependency issues in their lives, boy, you have a pretty big safety net to catch them, and often they fall through. Yet Ron, from the Center for Great Expectations, founded it, is a board member, and cares for many women in that position who will never know his name. The thing that you need to know about Ron, and again, just like Karen, is what's the driving force in his life is his family. The reverence he has for Betsy, herself, an accomplished professional in the dental field for 30 years now. The apple of his eye, his beautiful daughter, Samantha, who just graduated from Lafayette with honors, and was a pretty good tennis player, as I recall. And his son, Ryan, who had to take sibling rivalry to a different extent, so he's now at Lehigh, and put away his soccer cleats for a fraternity mug, so just study a little bit. But, you know, all of you know that you'll never be, you know, without a mentor. You know, your dad has imbued in all of you his love for sports, the Jersey Shore, in particular, the LBI, and for what it means to be a part of a community. You know, there's a term that we use in the lexicon of our language, hero. And we use it in the phrase of thinking of the men and women who today, as we sit here in this great hall, in this great comfortable place, are there putting their lives on the line so we can certainly stick and live by the principles that make us Americans. We use heroes knowing that, God forbid, there was a fire or a medical emergency, or if someone was acting in opposite to the law, that men and women in blue, red, or white would show up there and put themselves toward the danger in the betterment of public service. But we also know that heroes don't always wear capes. Sometimes heroes take a big part in creating 7,100 high-end, affordable homes for people and put hundreds of people to work at the same time. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in honoring my hero and our hero, Ron Liddell.